And that's how the last episode ended. So this time, it's part 2, Return to the House of the Mummies, with your hosts, Connor, Chuck, and Tyler.
That was an intro.
It was.
Sure. Yeah, that was definitely. That's an intro I've heard.
It's maybe a handful of people will get what that's a reference to.
I don't get it. What is it?
I don't want to say it right now. I'd prefer to see if anyone gets it.
You want to hear what my intro was? I actually had one ready.
Oh, dang it. Well, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You just jumped in. It's cool. The story that needed a second part as much as The Hobbit needed 3 movies. It's the Vox Cascadia podcast.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
Yeah,
and hey, we do need a second part because, like, in this case, we actually do need the runtime.
Mostly, well, yeah, and also because I got kind of tired last time because I'm old.
It's okay. We still like you even if you're old.
I appreciate that because I'm not getting any younger. So
if I could give you like 5 years of my life, I'd give them to you. Like,
would I have to have diabetes during that time?
No. We'll just say you suddenly become 5 years younger and I die 5 years earlier, but I'm going to live to like 140, so it's okay.
I'll take that.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa, you want to live to 140?
If I can replace my parts with mechanical stuff, why not, baby?
Mechanicum.
Okay. I like, not to get too philosophical too early in the podcast, but I think dying is an integral part of being human. It's the most important thing we ever do.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to be a human. He wants to be a robot.
Yeah, cyborg, baby. Being human has gotten me nothing but pain. Being a cyborg is pretty cool, though. And I already kind of am one, so I want the full... I mean, yeah, but the cyborg parts of me feel pretty good.
Well, we'll talk about the pain that you're into a little later in the podcast. So welcome back to the Vox Cascadia podcast. This is part 2 of our Adepticon and TylerCon. I don't care what you're calling it. You can call it Black Giant all you want, but it's TylerCon.
TylerCon will work.
There we go. You get shirts made for it, like I had for ChuckyCon. Did you have shirts for TylerCon?
I didn't. No.
Oh, God, buddy, come on. Thought I taught you better than that.
Yeah. You know, like it was a little last minute. You know, and you know how I am with my shirts. I'm a little kind of a bit of diva with them.
Yeah, I'm my sister picks up some black shirts from Walmart, does them on her Cricut, and then we hand them out. You're like...
You have Jiminy Cricket on speed dial to make you shirts?
I do, actually.
Nice.
And Tyler's the, like, I need to go to the factory and I need to, like, actually commune with the thread first. And then I need to actually, like, hand stitch all of the hem tags on myself. And I need to make sure that
I pay an American to do that.
Oh, good. Well, we're good because we don't have to pay tariffs on it. We're bringing it back. We're bringing back the jobs to the U.S.
Exactly, like stitching hem tags on.
Stitching hem tags. That's what that's going to fill up the 401ks real quick. So
that's actually a good band name, Stitch and the Hem Tags.
Stitch and the Hem Tags?
Is
yeah.
it? Mm-hmm. Is it?
It's like, who do the
what kind of band would it be?
Sewing?
I feel like they'd be a bad ska band, or like a cover ska band. Kind of like Real Big Fish covers only.
Do you guys know who Guar is? Real Big Fish is great. Guar?
No.
Yes.
No? Okay. Connor, I'm going to take you to a Guar concert.
Connor will get sacrificed at a Guar concert.
Oh,
I mean, you're coming with me. You're coming with me too, Chuck. Like it'll be a bonding moment between us.
I'm down. I'll wear my nicest polo.
Yeah.
Is this like a country club type of deal?
Yes, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, dress nice. Make sure it's like you're nice. Yeah, tuck your shirt in. Wear your nicest slacks and whitest shirt.
Can I get away with khakis? Because I don't want to wear slacks. I feel a little more casual.
I mean, yeah, you can probably get away with khakis. You know, like people will notice you'll be a little underdressed for the moment, but
gotcha.
I think it'll fly. So.
Yeah, I'm totally down for a Guar concert with you and Connor.
Okay, sounds good. They should be coming through anytime now, so we'll see them this year, hopefully.
I saw a Real Big Fish in 1998 at whatever the place was on 9th and Pine. There's a song about it actually by another like ska band. Like it might be Goldfinger. But yeah, I saw Real Big Fish. That was my first concert I ever went to. One of like 4.
That's really cool. Real Big Fish was fun live. I think I saw him around the same time in Eugene. So,
well, speaking of things we saw, things we did, we're back for part 2 of our Adepticon / TylerCon journey, and we finished up. I think we left the people
day 1, right?
Day 1 of the grand tournament. Just to recap, if you haven't listened to the episode, what are you doing? But also, I ended up 2-2. Greg was 3-1, and little baby Connor was 1-3. So, 2,000 miles away. Tyler was toiling away with the rest of the a bunch of the other Kill Team Cascadia folks on terrain, and I guess that's where we'll pick up our story.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we've been working on a little bit of project, kind of doing some theme stuff, talking about this for a minute. Third edition delayed us a little bit on the progress we were trying to get done. So, we're back at it in this edition, and so I had a gathering of some of the people that were available during this time, and we assembled some terrain on a fixed board. You guys have probably seen some pretty moody shots of that. Since then.
Now, Tyler, did y'all gather on Sunday too, or was it just a Saturday thing?
Just Saturday. So we got together Saturday. I rented out the little clubhouse area of my apartment, and we got together and just kind of hobbied, and like we had our concept of what we were going with, and it took a few hours to like kind of rough out what we were going through, and people started building stuff, and it all came together really cool. And then I actually started getting paint on the first half of that board tonight. So I got primer on it the other day, right before the rain came in on Sunday, and getting that first layer of paint starting to make it look nice and grim dark.
Yeah, we had a little bit of spring here in the Northwest. I got out and golfed on Saturday, and Tyler took advantage of it to get some stuff primed.
Yeah, and the hobby. You guys, I saw, it looks like we've all started on the new box for the most part.
Well, Connor, do you have the new box? Are you doing anything with the new box?
I do not own the new box, no. But I haven't seen you get a bunch of cool kit bashers, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like somebody mentioned it in the chat that in Discord that this seems this whole box seems to have inspired people to do a lot of things kit bash wise. Yeah. Me, very little, but Tyler, you got a whole team that you're kit bashing, and I've seen a lot of other people doing other stuff too.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm working on my sanctifiers. I'm most of the way done. I've got some bits from eBay coming in. Put me a little over my budget on this team, which was already too high. But it's going to be good. It's going to be worth it, And then as soon as you and I meet up here, hopefully soon, Chuck, we'll swap some stuff you have for me from Greg, and I'm going to start in on the Goremongers.
Yeah, well, they're just in my car. Let me know when you want to hook up. We can get that together. Yeah. We should get your sanctifiers built, and I'll get mine built, and we can go sanctifier on sanctifier when we hand that stuff off, and see just everybody runs to the middle of the board, turn one, and just blows each other up.
Sounds great.
All right, Adepticon. Round 5, Sunday, the final day. So we've been moved from the normal Swiss tournament that we play on day 1 into groups. So Greg is in the 3-1 group. I'm in the 2-2 group, and Connor is in the 1-3 group. My first game was into one of Connor's previous opponents, Daniel Reardon, and his Phobos Strike team. We talked a little bit about it on the last podcast. Just how Daniel's team is painted. He has each of his individual Phobos types painted in different chapter colors, which is the best for your opponent, not the best for you, but loved how it was done. I ended up winning. This is on Into the Dark, and actually we played Into the Dark. Again, I'm in the Rekkas, and the mission was a weird one. It was one where you can like tap a point and then pick it up and run away with it.
Yeah, at that point you can't support it anymore.
It might be. But
I know the mission titles by this point, but I don't.
Well, here's the thing, though, and this is something I want to talk about, is that if you're part of KTC and you're in the Northwest, or even like if you played at LVO, we kind of like trimmed some of the some of the missions that we didn't like, and we haven't been playing them. And at Adepticon, they were like, "We're Games Workshop. We made these missions. You're going to play these missions." So I played at least 3 missions I've never even played before, because I've mostly been playing kind of the LVO packet, and I think that's kind of what we ran at our previous tournament. So heads up, if you're going to Tacoma, make sure you know all of the missions, because Connor, it's going to come up in the next round.
Yep.
Yeah. So I beat Daniel. I was actually really worried about this mission because he can just out activate me so much with his 3 APL. He can also do free mission actions, but I got him on. I caught him. I think I caught a squig with one of his Phobos guys, killed him. He had one side of the board locked down with the marksman guy, and he had the Auspex over there. And so I just stayed away from that side, rotated to the other side, and I won 14-10. So, Connor, who was your matchup?
That is a good point. I'm currently trying to find it on BCP, but it's not
Taylor
loading.
Waldron against Mandarin.
Perfect. It was Taylor. Okay, because you said next match, and I was like, I thought it was this one. It was Taylor then. Taylor was a fantastic opponent, lovely dude, playing Mandrakes, which was fun because I haven't seen them too often. And so yeah, this mission is the one where like you tap the point, and then like there's permanently a point worth on it, and then who's ever controlling them at the end of the game gains that many points. I misunderstood that. I thought it was, I've tabbed that point. That's a guaranteed point to me at the end of the game because I don't know how to read, which was a bummer because I got 5 points by tapping, and then I brought crit up as my primary. So what I thought was a guaranteed 8 points for me was 0 points by the end of the game because he teleported and took it from me. So that was depressing. But it was also just a fantastic game. By the end of turn 2, I killed 5 out of the 9 Mandrakes and had another 2 at half health. I thought, if anything, I need to step off the gas because I was like, I'm going to table them by end of turn 3, and I need to score some input points. Implant points. There we go. And then it was, as we both talked, probably the craziest game we've ever played. I didn't kill a single other person for the rest of the match. It was brutal, like dice reversal.
Ooh. Mandrake's are always really rough for me whenever I'm playing them. My dice always do the exact opposite of what I need them to. When I need to roll 1s, I roll 6s, and when I need to roll 6s, I roll 1s.
I felt that a little bit turn 3, and then it was just brutal because a lot of what was making my plays great is Blood to have the equipment. If you're within 2 of them, no rerolls of 1 for fighting in combat or shooting. And so every time he charged me, poor Taylor would roll 3 1s, which was just, brutal because he tapped me once and then I just slaughter him. And then what happened is he finally stopped rolling all the 1s in turn 3, and that helped the reversal of fortunes. And he got it in the end. I think it was like a 21-7 point game. It was brutal. But we both agreed probably the best game I played at the tournament. Same for him. And this best game we played in a while because we've never seen such a crazy like role reversal like that.
Yeah, like I was saying though, we haven't been playing these missions because it was kind of universally understood that these missions aren't the best missions. We picked the best ones, but they dropped them on us at Adepticon, and they'll do the same thing at Tacoma. Now, the nice thing is that you get a player packet, you know what the missions are ahead of time. So, but stop playing just the basic, the fun missions, and play the dumb missions too. So.
The worst part is I don't even think I had avoided that one. For all my pickup games, I just roll, a D12 and re-roll if it's 10, 11, or 12. I just think I've never actually played that mission before. I've somehow never rolled like 5 or 6 or whatever it is.
I was trying to give you an out on that one, buddy, but
well, I'm just bad. That's okay. I knew going into this that I was extremely out of practice for if I wanted to be serious at a GT.
Tyler, have you ever tried the coordinates mission?
Yeah, I've played most of the missions. Generally, I just draw for them just in case. It's really only at tournaments that we've been limiting. This will not be the case at Rum Runners. I'm going to be picking the weirdest missions to go along with this. So the most difficult, the most unhinged. That's what you can expect to see.
Yeah, Rum Runner is in about 2 weeks. I think we got like 10 tickets left. It's going to be a 3-round, just kind of casual, fun drinking tournament. So we didn't even try for golden ticket. It'll be on BCP, so you'll get your fake internet points. But it's just going to be weird shit. So come play weird shit with us.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like we have nine spots left. Sign up. It's gonna be a really good time. So I'm working to get this board painted so someone can play on it. Well, hopefully 6 people can play on it,
Wait, is it a 3v3 board? Or just
Well,
just 3 rounds? Gotcha.
3 rounds. Yeah.
I was hoping it was like a 3v3 board. That'd be sick. So
I mean, you could play 3v3 on it. It'd probably work.
All right.
It's pretty dense.
Is there enough deployment for everyone?
Yeah, this one has a different deployment than everything else. So,
all right, cool. Round 5 for Greg. Greg was again Phobos Strike Team. He went into George Chapter on Wormblade. Greg got a 12-9 win on that one. I don't remember any of the details of that. So ping Greg if you want to hear about that one. So going into round 6, Greg drew Liam Garrett, one of the Garretts, one of the East Coast people that he actually, I think it's kind of local to Greg, against Plague Rains, and Greg lost on that one 14-12. I know that he's played against him a few times, so, and Garretts are also super good players. So I went into Joe and his Angels of Death with my Wrecker crew. I won 17-9, and that was it was a Volcus board. We had a short edge deployment, and he was very new, very well painted. They weren't totally done, but you could see where they're going. Like very well painted Angels of Death. He's doing them like Ultramarines. The faces were amazing. He did some airbrushing for the armor. Really, really good looking team. He kind of brought the sniper, and I feel like he spent a lot of time with the sniper just trying to get the sniper in position, and he didn't really do anything because he was really trying to get up to that 3rd floor vantage on Volcus, and never really got him up there. And but he did a really good job. He got into my back lines. I didn't even reveal contain until turn 3 because he was on my side of the board already and there was no point in it. But really fun opponent, really one of his first games in this edition too, and his Angel's Death were super well painted. So Connor, you had Justin and Phobos.
Yeah, I had Justin, another Pacific Northwest guy, funnily enough. So that was cool to run into a familiar face. I believe he got the win for me in the end there. If you can take a look, Chuck, because I can't find the event and it won't load for
17-3. Because you got to pay for BCP if you want to go back that far. Which
that's dumb. It was 17-3? Man, I did way worse with that than I remember.
No, actually, you won that one.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, sweet. That makes more sense then. I was like, I thought I did all right in that one. Yeah, he was playing Phobos and he unfortunately just played a little bit too passive, which just let me like kill 1 or 2 operatives that like remained a little isolated in turn 2, and then just kind of snowballed from there. Was able to score really well in the primary, kind of denying him on that with that, or denying him on crit up, which was my primary up. So got a lot of points on that. And then just Phobos are pretty good, but if they can't put me down because I'm playing sneaky and whatnot, I think this is the match where I was really coming into my own with Blooded. Like, I know my record overall is not great, but I was learning like 4 things every game. So it was finally when I stopped learning and was able to put this. Well, I'll get to that in a second. Sorry. But I was
that shit woke me up in the middle of the night too.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. It is annoying, and there's not a way to silence it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's yeah. It's good that it tells you that your blood sugar's low, I guess. But yeah, I'm just, next time that happens, I'm just come like shove like gummy nerds down your throat.
That's fair. Yeah, that's what I ended up pretty much doing at like 2 a.m. But yeah, it was a match where I was really starting to feel like, okay, I know what I'm doing with this team. Like, finally went from like complete newbie to like, amateur play, I guess would be the best way to describe it. But yeah, it was a great match. Justin's always a fantastic dude. And best of all, he found one of my missing dice because I unfortunately knocked over all my cool dice and they went scattering everywhere. And he managed to help me find the 11 of 12 that was missing. So that was awesome.
So did you never got the 12th dice back?
No, I did not, unfortunately, but it's one of the ones from like GW where they give you like a weird, like you get like 20 dice and one of them is a scatter die. So I have still enough to fill up like a full little box of 12. So I'm okay.
Gotcha.
And somewhere out there, someone hopefully found a cool Mechanicum dice.
Did you check with Travis? Because Travis had like
I did, but no one ever found it. We were next to like where the 40K players went and like they scattered.
You know, the 40K players just stole it.
Whatever.
No, just throw shade at 40K players. Tyler, You can throw shade at the 40K players, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a Necron player, and they picked it up and they were like, "Oh, like I should keep this. Like it's mine. I'm going to keep it for the collection."
A little bit like
Role playing Trails of
vibes.
the Infinite. Yeah, absolutely.
Go. Yeah. Connor, into round 7, you went against Nick Pellenbarg, who Nick actually was another like Northwest guy, right?
Yeah, Nick's another Northwest guy. Sorry, blank. I was thinking of our buddy Nick, Schnurdy Nick, and I was like, "What? I didn't play him. What are you talking about?" And that confused me. Nice, cracking open a cold one, Tyler. But yeah, Nick's
cold Diet Coke.
Oh hell yeah, good old cold Diet Coke. But what was it? Yeah, he's from like Everett, I think, or Edmonds, something like that. One of the towns in the Pacific that starts with E up on the Puget Sound. But he doesn't have like much of a kill team scene, so he had no idea what like KTC was or like anything like that. So that was awesome. I got him in. He said he had to download Discord because he doesn't use it yet, but he's hopefully listening to the podcast. He said he'd give us a listen, and we threw him a sticker and all that jazz. But fantastic opponent. I think he got me in the end there because I ended up final record 2-5. Bit of a bummer, but again, had a fantastic time and met 6 new people and got to hang out with Justin for the 7th match. So fantastic games and fantastic time.
Well, that's still 2 more wins than you got at the Cascade Clash. So
yeah, well, this time I was playing a team that actually seems to juice with me a little bit better.
Well,
Blooded are much better than Vet Guard.
That
overall.
too.
And Hunter Glade.
I don't want to talk about it.
For sure.
Yeah. Greg, round 7. Greg ended up playing Dan Dyer into Felgor Ravagers. He lost 20-11, but I think the game was closer than that. Oh, actually, and Connor, one thing you got to talk about in your game with Nick, your last game, like it came down to if your sniper could kill a dude, right?
You're right. Yes. So it was a very close game, actually. Thinking about that, literally the final roll mattered because if my sniper killed the dude, that's got me like another kill on kill op. So I think we would have tied there, and then I would have had control of the final or one of the objectives because we were playing Sabotage, another one of the weirder ones. I actually really like Sabotage. I love it a lot. I can see why people are a bit down on it, because it is kind of weird if they're like you're fighting a 3 APL super mobile team, they can just get to your backline and tap that point over and over. But to me, I'm like, if they do that, then I'll kill them for doing that. So I like that one, but I know it's hit or miss for people. But yeah, so Sabotage, you're playing that. Literally the final roll, I got 4 hits and he just made all saves. So his operative lived with 1 HP, denying me a point, and that's what made the game. He got a kill op point on me and then denied me that one. So he won it, I think, like 14-13 or something like that.
That's really close.
For my final round, so at this point, with how the pods do, there's actually a winner of each pod too. So I was in the 2-2 pod. I was 2-0, and I played against Francisc, who I actually met a couple years ago at Adepticon. Amazing painter, by the way. And it was my Wrecker Crew versus his Nemesis Claw on an open board, Volcus. And there was 2 other players that were also 2-0. So you had 2-0 versus 2-0, 2-0 versus 2-0. And my game against the Nemesis Claw was super fun game. It was the most fun, sweaty game I've ever played, I think, because we were both really kind of like knife's edge trying to do stuff, but still had a really fun time doing it. I got off a shot with my rocket pack into 3 of his Marines because he kind of left the dude in the open on engage, and I was able to blow up. I killed 2, I think, and wounded another one. Our game came down to like the final turn. I moved my leader in to kill one of his guys. His leader was on the other side of the board and jumped on the sabotage point, or the point in the middle, and we tied 14-14. Now, the other 2-0 game, the other 2 2-0 players, they tied 13-13. So our bracket ended up being 4 players that were 2-0-1 at the top of the bracket. So we all 4 won the bracket. We each got a medal. It was pretty sweet. It was a pretty fun way to end the tournament too.
That was pretty fun. I think the best part was clearly they had to kind of, Travis and the other TOs had to scramble on doing that, like trying to figure out, do we just give an award to everyone, or do we like determine who's actually first of those 2-0-1 players? And they just said, screw it. They all technically are winless, and we have things that say bracket winners on them. Like, for each bracket there was supposed to be the little like chainsword medal and then the little plaque itself, but they had 4 plaques, so they decided to give them all the U4 guys that tied, which was really fun. I think everyone I talked to thought that was a really like fun fix for it, rather than being like, there's only one of winners out of U4 guys.
Yeah, because technically, if you look at points, I would have been 4th out of the top 4, but they didn't,
Stupid
and we
BCP.
all right. We're all joint tied winners together. So
I'm proud of you for pulling out a tie. That used to be my thing. So enjoy the curse.
Yeah, so I ended up being what did I end up 4-2-1. Connor, you ended up 2-5, and Greg ended up
5-2,
5-2, 4-3, I think, actually, because I think you got 2 losses on the last day. So overall, for our Patreons, I was the winner, which means that next week, once I get my shit together, Connor's going to have a bunch of fun ads to read. So
fun ad mix.
Yeah, we got some ideas in the Discord, in our special Patreon only channel.
Sign up now.
Join, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Chill.
We'll have Connor do some fun ad reads. So so that was the end of the grand tournament. Shane from Command Point won the whole thing with Falgor. He already had a golden ticket, so I don't know. I think he already had a golden ticket. So, but this will be the cool GW golden ticket, so he gets his stuff paid for it. So, I think it will at least. But
I don't know if he actually had one. Yeah. I think that's just his first one, because he didn't win LVO, and I don't think they've had any major GT ones over there that he's won yet.
I think he said I thought he said he had one. I know like Adrian had one already.
Maybe it was Adrian that had one. I thought Shane said he didn't, but I might be mixing stuff up.
Well, either way,
congratulations, Shane. That's awesome, buddy.
Grand tournament was super fun. Travis, great job on TOing. I know I got my money's worth asking Travis about rules, and it was a great time. Connor, congratulations on getting twice as many or 2 more wins than you had in the last tournament.
Infinite higher, because you can't multiply 0. Or wait, no, you can't divide by 0. You can multiply by 0. But yes, I did. Yeah. It was a good time. I had a great enjoyment of the tournament.
So, and all we have left to do is a bunch of notes that I took.
Yes, I saw you taking these, and I hated that about 80% of the notes I saw were in relation to some dumb shit I said or did. So, oh boy, here we go.
All right, so let's get in my notes. Connor asked, "Is a Hummer in reference to something else?" Connor didn't know what a Hummer was, Tyler.
I mean, like, you know, it's only the most famous truck ever, right?
I think that's like the Ford F-150, maybe the Model T, but Connor didn't know what a Hummer was.
It's not my fault. I had no one used that expression when I was going to high school and middle school, or at least no one was offering it to me. So,
I mean, there's no one using the expression and no one offering it to you is 2 wildly different things, because no one was offering it to me either, but they were still using the expression.
Yeah, I think that dates us a little bit. You know,
I just asked Sierra. She said she never heard that term either going through our years in high school. So I think it's just a different like time period more than anything.
Okay. I was in the bathroom. You guys ever seen the scene where someone's in the bathroom and there's somebody's just like, Hey, can somebody help me? I'm out of toilet paper. I need some toilet paper. This happened to me, actually. No, I wasn't the man needing toilet paper, but the gentleman in the stall next to me actually needed some toilet paper and was like pretty panicked about it too, which
that's like the worst. I can't imagine anything worse than that than being stuck on in public.
It's one of those stalls where it's like the stalls are really far away too from like where the paper towel roll, because that'd be like your next go-to, you know. But like this is a big convention bathroom. There's no way you're easily able to like just do the crab walk over there without someone walking in and, you know, the most embarrassing moment of your life occurring.
Well, and there's also like 20 people in there too, but so somebody was extremely panicked, so I like did the like pull a bunch of toilet paper out and handed it to them under the stall thing, which I will tell you that actually for as amazing as that convention center was, the bathroom at the back of our hall was in dire need of some maintenance pretty regularly. Like as I think I mentioned this actually is if Nurgle was to enter our plane of existence at any point, it would be in the men's room
in that bathroom
at Adepticon.
Was it like the stalls were that? Because like I went into the urinal a couple times, and those are obviously different than stalls, but they were just normal, like, you know, convention center urinal thing, like a little messy, but nothing too bad.
It wasn't so much the stalls, or it wasn't the facilities. It was what the people were doing to the facilities. Some people were fighting for their lives in there. Like, trust me, I like, you know, the Thursday we're there, I was fighting for my life pretty regularly, but there was some people that just like, and then you follow someone afterwards, and it's just not only is the grossness of what they've done in there, but the grossness of what's coming off of them too. So it's yes, that if Nurgle is going to enter this plane, it will be from the Adepticon bathrooms.
Okay.
Lovely topic to discuss.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of that, Connor.
Yes.
So I don't even remember what night it was, but
I think it was Friday night, because we discussed it then Saturday dinner time.
So Nick and Greg, families at home, would step outside of the hotel room to go and, you know, tuck their kids in virtually through like FaceTime or whatever, and like talk to their kids. And at one point, like Connor left the room, and I'm like,
hey, I would do that too, to say goodnight to Sierra as well.
Yeah, I didn't do that with Jenna. She's just like, fuck you, text me. So at one point Connor leaves the room. I'm like, oh, he's just saying goodnight to Sierra. And then the next day it turns out that Connor got a little stage fright.
Yep.
Connor went
down
downstairs
to the lobby to use the restroom because I'm considerate, because I knew it was like a night where we had a bunch of, I think that was the night we had street tacos, and I knew I was going to be some time, and I knew it was going to be a little gassy. So I didn't want to embarrass myself in front of you, because, you know, that's already my biggest fear. And I just didn't want to take up like 25 minutes in the bathroom where we already are all going to have to use it shortly soon, because we all just ate dinner. And so I just took a little journey down to the lobby, used the restroom down there, and then afterwards called Sierra and said goodnight, and then came back up. No big deal. And apparently everyone lost their minds when I told this to them the next day.
I mean, was it that, or was it because you were a little corked up and couldn't take care of it in the room?
I mean, I don't see why I couldn't. I wanted to be like considerate, you know. I don't want to not clog, but like hold up the bathroom for like half an hour.
But here's the thing: how
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but also like you would go shower for 45 minutes. You'd be in there for 45 minutes.
I only showered for like 40 minutes on the final day on Monday morning. I was being quick in the bathroom otherwise, because you make me self-conscious. I'm just a long bathroom taker. Like in the morning when I wake up, from like when I first enter the bathroom to like, you know, brush my teeth, shave, everything like that. That's like a 45 minute process for all that. I'm just a long time in the shower and bathroom taker. And when I'm in a collective setting, I try and reduce that time drastically.
And yet you didn't, because you were still in there for like 45 minutes. What was that? What's Sierra saying in the background?
She's saying you're a liar.
So she's calling you a liar?
Yes.
Can we get Sierra? Let's just get Sierra's input right here. She's
Sierra,
right there.
Chuck's one of your input.
Tell us about
35 to 40 minutes. That's you in the shower.
Oh my God.
See the validation.
Well, yeah, except at the hotel, I put a timer for 15 minutes max. I was not in the shower for longer than 15 minutes while at the hotel, with the exception of Monday, because I thought we were all done, and I was like, time to finally relax in the shower, like I like to do, and like do my meditation.
So that's why you guys were late picking me up that one time, huh? Like you just took forever in the shower. It makes sense. You know, I'll admit I like to take like a nice, especially in the morning. I'll be in the bathroom for 45 minutes. But if I'm showering right back after that, that's the whole time. I'm fully ready. I'm coming out there. I'm 100% prepared for my day. But 45 minutes alone for a shower, unless I'm like just soaking it up, I'm like really luxuriating in the warmth of the shower.
No, I don't think I've ever been in the shower
skincare
for 45, like if I have somewhere to go, because most of the time by then the like hot water will run out. I don't think there's a shower on Earth besides like maybe a giant hotel where they have a million-gallon drum where you could go 45 minutes without it getting cold. But I am also just like I said, a long taker of the bathroom time.
Yes, you are. And actually you're well known for that actually from previous events, so we were kind of prepared for this. So Connor, did you know that you snore?
I did a little bit, but apparently I snore extremely loud, at least according to you. Nick and Greg both said it was like standard snore level.
Well, Greg was on the other side of the bed. Like Greg was like hidden behind the bed.
I don't
and
think
Nick had earplugs in.
I mean, you had earplugs in.
I had to put earplugs in because you snore like a motherfucker. Actually, we're gonna play a game, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So Tyler, you're the contestant on Who Is This Snoring. This is our new game, okay? So I'm gonna play 2 clips.
Wow, did you record people snoring?
I did actually
in the hotel.
Yeah, because I couldn't get to fucking sleep.
Do you have that permission?
They were in my room. Yes,
Wisconsin's a one-way recording state, so
one party consent. Okay.
Yeah, and one of them is Wisconsin, the other one is Vegas, because Bean, Connor's dad, snores like a motherfucker too. Now, Tyler, I need you.
Yeah, it must be hereditary.
I'm gonna play 2 clips, and I need you to guess which one is Connor and which one is Bean. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna play the first one.
It sounds like a robot. It's got to be Connor.
Okay. All right. Now let's play the second one.
Okay. Oh, that one's good too.
I do gotta say the second one definitely feels quieter. It's still loud, but it's like it's like a heavy breath more than it feels like a snore.
It's like a. I think the second one is more in keeping with your tone of voice, Connor. But like the first one is very robotic.
I don't know which one is either, so I think I'm the second one.
Okay, Tyler, what's your guess?
The second one also is Connor.
Actually, the second one is Brandon Bean. The first one is Connor. Actually,
yes. Whoa, Robot Boy is Connor.
Robot Boy is
pretty intense.
Yeah, it was. Trust me, it was intense. Yeah.
I apologize so much. I even considered taping myself up sideways against the wall so that way.
I considered taping you up sideways on the wall too.
Well,
actually, at one point, I literally walked over to Connor and like woke him up, and I was like, "Connor, you're snoring." He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Rolled over.
I don't even remember this at all, which makes it even funnier.
Yeah. So,
don't worry. Yeah. Next year, I'll get my own room, Chuck, or I'll sleep out on the air mattress just in the hallway.
I think you just like, even Jenna said that you need to go see someone and like maybe think about a CPAP. Like, so she said something like he's fighting for his life or something based on the snoring.
Well,
it was pretty sounds pretty intense, like, honestly. Although I have to say, like, if that's the worst you've heard snoring, that's not much. My dad growing up, I could hear him snore from his bedroom into mine, like down the hall, doors closed.
Yeah, I've been that guy too. I'm doing better now because I've lost some weight, and that's been helpful too. But no, trust me, all this snoring shade is not coming from someone who sleeps like a church mouse. I have my own record of snoring too.
Actually, yeah, speaking on that tab, I'm wondering if it is a weight thing, because I definitely have gained a decent amount of weight in like the last half year or so. So me and Sierra now, our new thing since I've got back from Adepticon, we're walking for at least like 5,000 steps on our little gym, which is about like 1.5 miles, depending on like what my step count is before going there. But this week I'm upping it up to like 7,000 because I want to be healthy and I want to look good for the future and not die. So hopefully next year I'll be in a better shape and won't be snoring so much, Chuck.
We need to get back to that 6-pack, Connor.
Dude, I mean, eventually, that's the main thing. This is just to gain endurance, so then I can go back in the pool and start doing proper like weightlifting shit, and then, like you said, have that 6-pack again. I miss high school physique, Connor. He was pretty toned.
rockin' stone.
So
terrible.
Yeah. So then we were at another note I have is about Shadowheart. So Connor, who's Shadowheart?
Shadowheart is a companion from Baldur's Gate 3, the hit game of the year, I think, like 2 years ago or something.
Tyler, did you play Baldur's Gate?
I didn't. I played the originals, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and Icewind Dale. But I never played 3.
So Connor, what's your opinion of Shadowheart?
Best companion, absolute top tier romance companion. Love her to death, all that jazz. My fantasy wife.
And what is it that you like about her? She apparently has 2 of the 3 things that
Two of the 3
want?
things that are good for any romance option in a game. 1, they're mean to the player, always important, and 2, they've got dark hair. That I don't know why the second one's not as important, but it just seems to be a common trend in who I romance in games.
So being mean to you is important.
Yes, like
Is
not like all
so
the
Chuck's your type.
Yeah, not as
dark
much
hair,
as like
mean to you.
Yeah, Chuck, you're like 2 of the 3 things there. So I guess that's concerning.
All right, that got weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
so
call it like I see it.
I'm not even sure how this came up, but we were talking something about Shadowheart. Oh no, Connor's like,
I'm trying to remember how that topic came up because I didn't bring up Baldur's Gate, but someone said something about Baldur's Gate or something about, I don't know.
I think Greg said something about Shadowheart, and you're like, oh, Shadowheart's my type. She's got 2 of the 3 things I want: mean to you and has dark hair.
Yeah.
And I said, and this is at this point, people are trying to go to sleep. I said, yeah, what is the third, anyways?
Just attractive in general.
Yeah,
it's pretty shallow. It's not a real list, but just like basic archetype, I guess.
So at this point, I was like, Connor, is Sierra mean to you? And your answer was sometimes. I said, does it turn you on? And then Nick screams, go to bed.
The best part is that part came up, I think, like 30 minutes later. Like we that came up while we were like watching The Office or Arrested Development. And then you brought it back up again as we were getting into bed. And yeah, Nick yelled at you, or rather at us. And that was fantastic because I giggled for about a minute straight.
Yeah, well, I did really enjoy the boys' time at the in the room. We watched at least a season of Arrested Development, at least in the season of The Office too. It was super fun. So a lot of like-minded people in the comedy department there. Although Tyler, Connor's never seen Mallrats.
I'm sorry I haven't seen some movie that no one's heard of.
What do you mean no one's heard of? You've never heard of the Jersey movies? I mean, like fucking Dogma's coming back. Come on. Come on. Never heard of Mallrat? Oh my God.
It's the View Askew-niverse.
Absolutely. Like we gotta watch all the Jersey movies. Chasing Amy.
Clerks 2.
Jane Silent Bob.
Clerks.
Yeah,
Jane Silent Bob Strike Back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so we almost watched Mallrats because Connor had never seen it, and I love Mallrats. Brody Bruce, it was my idol. Jason Lee in his best role, even before My Name is Earl. Love that guy. So, but that was kind of the end of Adepticon for us. At that, we went to sleep that night. I got up the next morning. I was the first one to leave. Connor and Nick had to fly out in the afternoon. Greg got delayed for 1,000,000 hours. Actually, Greg was the second person to leave and the last person to get home. There were some storms or something. He got rerouted a few times. Connor took a 45-minute shower after I left. Nick filmed Connor. Nick sent me a video of you, Connor. A video of a bathroom door while you're.
Oh yes, because you
was
assholes.
He singing in the shower?
No. This is then we were getting ready, and I just was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna use the restroom because I just needed to go then, and wasn't expecting to take as much time as I did after like eating a bunch of street tacos and stuff. And unfortunately, Chuck and Greg realized at some point what was going on and started cheering me on through the other side of the bathroom door, which honestly made me more terrified in my life than I think I've been in quite some time.
I was Nick and Greg. I was at this point. I was in.
That's true. Sorry, if I said you were long gone. Thank God, because if you were there as well, I think I would have just killed myself out of embarrassment.
Don't worry, Nick sent me the video though, so it was like I was there. So We'll put that on the Instagram too.
Don't need to do that. That feels weird. Maybe we'll put that on the Patreon so you can pay for that.
There we go. We'll put that. Yeah, we'll send the Patreons the weird video of Nick like cheering you on through the door. It's just all this is a video of a
closed
door.
Yeah. And Nick like cheering me on.
We're starting OnlyFans. I'm sure there's a market for
There's definitely a market for it.
Only spans. Come on, that's his thing. You got to get on that, Connor. Only spans.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
You also skipped probably the most important conversation that we started last week.
Which one?
The Papa Murphy's, whether it sucks or not.
We're here. Okay, so we'll get to it. Sunday night, we finished our tournament. We went to this place called Third Street Marketplace, which is kind of like a food court. It's got some like a beer garden.
Pretty cool, minus the fact it closes at 7. What the hell?
Yeah, everything in Milwaukee closes like super early.
Yeah, I live in a town of like 20,000 people, and like restaurants even on like Monday night are open till like 10 p.m. Like, what the hell is going on in Milwaukee where everyone's got to be closed even on Friday and Saturday at like 7 o'clock? What's going on, guys?
Yeah, so nuts. I don't even know how we got on the topic of it, but
we were talking about like where Nick mentioned that he used to work there like years ago, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm sorry because Papa Murphy sucks. And then you all acted like I just shot a baby.
Might as well, because Papa Murphy's is delicious.
It's not though.
$4.25.
Wrong.
Tyler, I don't know how you like. I feel like
it's
you
like not good.
How's it not good?
I mean,
what's not good about it?
It's
fresh pizza.
It just like doesn't taste. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, pizza you paid nearly as much Domino's for, but then you got to cook yourself.
I again though, you're like, so for anybody who doesn't know, Papa Murphy's is take and bake pizza. You roll up to Papa Murphy's if you've either ordered online or you order in the store. They give you a raw pizza, which you then take home and you cook in your own oven. You pull it out. It's hot and ready to go. It's not sitting in some. It's not frozen. It's not sitting in some cardboard ass box that some youth is driving around and sliding all over his car. He's probably high on drugs. It's coming right out of your oven.
Listen, if the delivery driver is not high on drugs, it doesn't taste as good. I want that.
You need that like the special sauce, the flavor.
It's like the same way like a Chinese restaurant or like an Asian restaurant is going to be good when you see like a middle school age child doing their like homework while also being the host.
Mm-hmm, yeah, or like 4.3 stars on Google. Like that's what you're looking for.
So Nick, Greg, and I were appalled that Connor would choose like a frozen pizza, which at this point
100%.
is almost as close to the same price.
Not even close. I went to even checking Target, a place that oversells the shit out of stuff, like, or rather overcost. Pizza is $5.99 there. I can get 3 like, DiGiorno's, Red Barons for the same price. I can go get 1 pizza from Papa Murphy's.
Oh, that's fucking. If you're referencing those, like that's I'm taking Papa Murphy's over. No, like let's be real. Like, do you think that Chef Boyardee tastes like real raviolis?
No, of course not. But frozen pizza tastes just about the same as Papa Murphy's.
Not even fucking close.
100%.
Not even close. Red Baron.
Yeah.
Red Baron
Pizza Kitchen, Freschetta. Red Baron's been a while, so I don't know. Like, I'm not getting frozen pizzas that often. But from what I recall of them and what I remember of Papa Murphy's, they're about the same thing. And I'd rather get 3 pizzas at slightly less quality than 1 pizza. It's just that simple.
I feel like if you take the area of a Papa Murphy's pizza and you take the area of your small frozen pizzas, you're maybe going like 2 small pizzas for the same pizza area as a single Papa Murphy's pizza. And it comes out hot.
It comes out hot too. I can put stuff in my oven the same way I put it with a frozen pizza.
But part of your reason that you were down on Papa Murphy's is like, I have to take it home and cook it. And you're like, but I'll take this out of my freezer and cook it, and it's great.
I mean, it's fine, but I'm just saying, if I have to cook the pizza myself, I'm gonna buy 3. I'm gonna cook for myself rather than 1.
For that price, for $12, I'm going to Domino's and I'm getting a jalapeno cheesy bread and some kind of pizza. So, that's settled. Like
No,
it's gonna beat Papa Murphy's. It's gonna beat your Red Baron. You know, like, and then if I want something nicer, something real good, I'll order it from somewhere else. We had straight from New York at TylerCon, so that was delicious.
I feel like your Domino's is going to be close to the same price as Papa Murphy's after you pay for everything. Like to have a Domino, like okay, so
$2, it's $5.99 combos, man.
Yeah,
it's $5.99 for
item. I don't really like
have you had
pizza that often.
So have you had their? Don't talk shit on pizza. You know, like we love pizza here. Domino's is not good pizza. Papa Murphy's not good pizza. Red Baron, the worst of all of them. Amazing. I mean, like it's it's like better. Again,
there's other frozen pizza brands beyond Red Baron. This is one of the many.
There's not what DiGiorno.
Prosciutto's pretty
DiGiorno is as good.
As Red Baron or not Red Baron as Papa Murphy's. Yeah, I'll make that claim.
Like really, if you want a good frozen pizza, you're getting the Costco one, like the Detroit style.
Oh yeah, those ones are
like
pretty good.
Sticks, like that.
Mind you, I admitted at the original apex of this conversation, the only times I've had Papa Murphy's have been the local ones to like where I currently live. And I don't know if it's maybe because they're like a franchise and these ones just don't do it right, but they've never been good.
I feel like this is more of a skill and like using an oven thing.
Chuck, it's an oven. I might be an idiot, but I know how to put something in and put on a timer at the right temperature.
I know, but you got to also remember with Papa Murphy's, you have to. It's more than just putting it in at the right temperature. You got to put it in for 10 minutes. Then you have to take the cardboard out, and then you have to cook it for another like 5 minutes to get that real crisp crust on the bottom. Then you have to take it out, and you want to let it rest. It's like a fine steak, but a pizza. You want to let it rest for a couple minutes, then you cut it. Then it's still hot, but it's also the cheese had a little time to congeal, so you're not getting like cheese all over the place. And then that is the perfect moment to eat the Papa Murphy's. I don't know if you're taking the care with the Papa Murphy's.
I think that how we're gonna have to settle this is at ChuckyCon 3 or like the beach vacation. You're gonna have to get us some Papa Murphy's. So that's really
100%. We'll get some DiGiorno too, because that's apparently Connor's go-to as well.
I mean, we'll skip that. No need.
Connor, I want you.
That's already settled. That's out of the running.
No. We'll let Connor bring whatever he thinks the finest frozen pizza is, and we will do a taste test with Papa Murphy's. We'll get some fucking Domino's. I think we got Domino's when they were last time.
Is there a Papa Murphy's even in a story though?
Absolutely. We just couldn't do it last time because we were going to do it, but we couldn't do it because the oven wasn't big enough. There's a new oven at the Coast House now, though.
Oh, sweet. Okay, we're all set then. All right. Hey, and like I said, if this Papa Murphy's is pretty damn good, I'll admit I was wrong here, or maybe it's just again like a local thing for me. I don't know, because like you've ever noticed, like even though fast food's always the same, like depending on the franchise owners can really affect the quality and stuff of that.
Well, we'll find out. At ChuckyCon 3, we need to figure out a date for that too. So, Connor, it was your birthday at Adepticon, and
it was.
You got probably the best birthday present from myself and Sherd.
I sure did. I got it on my desk, like I'm touching it right now.
Tyler, we got.
Whoa! You're touching it right now? Please, we have children listening. Maybe.
Right.
Did we?
I mean, like we have maybe 3 listeners of younger age than
I. So Tyler, knowing that Connor loves the AdMech and knowing that the AdMech haven't had a ton of releases, Nick and I found a release of the AdMech that Connor didn't actually have.
That's correct.
Can you guess what this was, Tyler?
Let's see. That he doesn't have. Shoot, I mean, like any of the old stuff, like an old Tech Priest, old Servitors.
This is newer. Nope, it's newer. It's released in the last maybe year, probably.
I think 2 years.
No, I think. Well, okay. I'll give you the last 2 years.
You have Stilts Boy, but did you not have the Commander guy, the Alpha,
the Marshal? No, I have plenty of the Marshal, and I have like 2 or 3 of Stilt Boy.
Other than that, I don't know what's come out for it. There is the Flyers, like the
those
bird.
Are cool, but no, those are since like 8th edition. So when they told me this, I was confused as well because I didn't even know what the hell they were talking about.
So
what was it?
It was the Games Workshop Citadel official. It's a servitor skull.
Yeah,
The silicone
Games
painting
Workshop official
mat.
silicon servo skull palette.
Yeah, you remember
That's
that one?
Cool. No, I don't.
Oh, you'll. It's the servo skull painting palette. So they came out. It looks like it was only October it came out.
Oh wow!
It looks like based on the YouTube Warhammer. So it was the palette. Yeah.
My first question was how much did this cost them? Because I thought it was like $40.
So do you know what we're talking about now, Tyler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very expensive. High-end gift.
For Games Workshop's here, $40 for a stupid palette isn't off the like crazy thing. They charge $15 for the equivalent of a red Solo cup.
It's silicone, buddy. It's not plastic. It's not some cheap plastic. It's high grade silicone. It's gonna help you. It's gonna help your painting a bunch. And when you have your painting class with Nick, please make sure you take that and use it. Okay.
Just for you two, I will make sure to use this for the painting class.
He will be so upset if you don't bring that. I promise.
I mean, I feel like if anything,
I'm going to be upset with you if you don't.
You know what? I will use it with my first painting class with Nick to see if this thing is useful at all. Because like I just use a wet palette, so I have no idea how a silicone one, like what it does, other than just not spread everywhere because it's got the little molds in it. But honestly, I appreciate the gift. Don't get me wrong.
The silicone ones are actually really nice for stuff like washes, or like speed paints and stuff. Because the nice thing about it is what you can put them in it, and then eventually when they dry, you just like push it out and all the paint pops off.
Yeah, is that kind of like what people use those like little popper things for? I see people have those a lot.
That's exactly, I have one of the like fidget things that I use. I have a couple of them that I put like if I'm using washes or speed paints and I want to put them on a palette. Most of the time I just go straight from the bottle, but if I want to put them on there, I'll put them in those first. So they're actually really nice with that.
I just pour the stuff straight on my desk.
I mean, you could do that too. That's another solution.
Yeah. That seems a little dangerous.
Dangerous is middle name.
Absolutely. Have you seen the stuff I paint? How I paint? My hands are covered
I do know
in paint
both
right now.
Nick and Greg both took an oil painting class, Tyler. So well done on that. They both said you'd be proud to hear.
Yeah, Greg. Have you like convened with Greg on his newfound love of oils yet?
I have talked to Nick. No, I haven't talked to Greg about it. So I'm proud of both of them. Oils are incredible. They're like just the best. Like there's something special, and like even if they're not your primary medium, you can just do so much cool stuff with them. Everyone should give them a shot.
Yeah, I do oil washes. I'm gonna stick with that. So all good. But yeah, that was Adepticon and TylerCon. Tyler, you're coming to Adepticon next year, right?
Hopefully, yeah. Better. Everything better work out so that I can come next year.
Yeah, Connor, did you bring your air mattress home so you can bring it back next year?
No, I think it's in Nick's suitcase because he had a much bigger one. But I mean,
did he actually bring one home?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, holy shit!
I mean, I didn't want to just throw it out, but I literally had nowhere to store it. So thankfully, Nick had a spot.
Oh yeah, we got like $20 air mattresses, so I figured they'd just leave them at the hotel. So
no, it's a waste of $20.
That's what I would have done.
I mean, that's what I planned on, but yeah, as it was, I had to play Adepticon Tetris with all the shit that I brought back.
Yeah, you ended up with like a million things, and you ended up with probably like $600 of additional shit for free, or not for free, but for like the premium ticket, which was what, like $60 more.
Yeah, I got a whole nother Skaven Tide box. I got a box of Shatterpoint miniatures. I got a box of Marvel Crisis Protocol miniatures. I got some
terrain. You got
I left the terrain there because it was all just cardboard terrain.
But you still got it. You got the definitely not a commissar from Victoria Miniatures.
Yep, the Minkalesque knockoff from Victoria Miniatures. That's what it was. I got.
Oh, you gave me some paint stuff, some like all-in-one paint that I want to kind of try because it looks crazy.
Yeah, Tyler, you should see so as part of my like the VIG or the upgraded ticket that I bought. I got a set of paints. It's 4 colors that is supposed to be primer, base coat,
and shade.
Airbrush, wash, shade, all in one.
I don't fucking believe that.
Yeah, I don't either, but I'm definitely gonna try it on like one of those like freebie models or something.
Yeah,
because like it could be kind of useful for like a base and maybe like a contrast mixed with a base paint or like a prime paint. That could be kind of neat if that's real.
It's gonna be hot garbage.
Yeah, 100%. But I'll give it a shot.
Sounds awful.
You gave me some like little actually kind of cool, honestly, the coolest thing I saw, like little kind of like playing card size things on how to do like certain painting techniques.
Yeah, there was they're kind of basically like quick tip sheets on how to do some painting techniques. There was also a Malifaux like card deck in there that I give to Greg because Greg did the Malifaux. Oh, that's one thing Greg did is he did like the tabletop role playing game version of Malifaux for a day, where they use cards just like the Malifaux game. So that was one of the things he did. But yeah, it was fun.
So now we're going to Nova, right?
I mean, Greg, I don't think I can make it to Nova. I've already traveled twice for events this year. If I do go to anything else, it might be in California to get down to one of Squad Games tournaments. I don't think I can make it to Nova this year, and also Jenna and I have time planned during that time anyway. So I think maybe next year is going to be Nova. So because Adepticon, well, I want to go to Adepticon again. LVO with it being in October is just weird now, so I don't think I'll go to that this year. And then so maybe late next year, but no. Yeah, I mean, apparently Greg's got a warm bed if you want to go, Connor.
Sweet. I mean, I was looking at it. I saw something that kind of piqued my interest. There's this like mini version of Heresy called like Civil War, and they're doing it Saturday night, like with enough time in between, like when the Kill Team event would wrap up on Saturday, and then like a 2-hour break, going till like midnight. I'm like, I'm dumb enough to do that, so maybe I'll fly in Friday and then leave Sunday evening.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, well, Greg's right in the neighborhood, so
yeah.
Well, gentlemen, that was Adepticon. That was TylerCon, and thanks for reliving it with me. It was a great time, and Connor had a great time with you, buddy. It was fun to hang out.
Thanks, buddy. I did too.
Good. Yeah, we've got a tournament coming up on April 26th. We got the Rum Runner Rumble at Just Rum in Sandy, Oregon. 9 tickets left. Also, there's actually some of the local guys. Ryan Hagedorn is, I'm assuming Chris is helping him with it too, are putting on a tournament at Mindtaker in May 24th. It's awesome to see that people are putting on other tournaments too. I know CB did a tournament actually when we were at Adepticon, I think, down at Portland Game Store. So I'm excited to see that people are picking up the mantle and running tournaments as well too. So
absolutely, it's really exciting to see the scene grow, and come into maturity. You know, having more organizers means more events for us to all play in, and better stuff, bigger community. You know, so and it's always awesome people that are running them too. So go out and support your other local events besides ours.
Tyler, could we just like announce the dates for CritCon?
Yeah, let's do it. It's going to be October 24th through 26th. We're working really hard. We've got a lot of exciting stuff coming. Kill Scream is going to be 2 days this year. We'll probably have something Kill Team related on Friday.
I have an idea.
There's going to be painting classes. We got other events going on too. We got Star Wars Legion. We got Shatterpoint. We've got AOS. Probably some Spearhead 2, War Master, maybe some Horus Heresy, Mega Battle, Infinity.
Are we going to have 40K, or is that just going to be something we never allow out of principle?
You know, maybe one day we'll do 40K. I haven't really had any contact with any 40K organizers that are kind of with our vibe.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
Finding the right people is important to making this event what we want it to be for the future.
No, absolutely.
And then we've got a bunch of cool vendors that we're working with also. So you'll see some of the people from last year and hopefully more. So super excited. Expect a full announcement in the next month or so.
We've got that cool artwork you've kind of previewed from Keaton on the way. That stuff is awesome. I can't wait for everyone to see that because it's going to be sick as shit.
Let's see. I don't think I previewed the one from Keaton yet.
Oh wait, we may need to cut this part then. So sorry, Chuck. I have it in chat.
No, the Keaton stuff is Dice Row stuff.
What about the Iron Warriors thing?
That's not Keaton.
You guys have seen the
I thought Keaton did
that's from Kirk.
Oh
no, that's from Kirk.
Whoops, yeah, cut all this.
So nope. But like I do have something from Keaton that I haven't even talked about. So it's time for our annual Cats shirts. Keep up with the theme, have something fun. So Keaton's worked up a new design for us for this year. So I do have that's going to be shown off real soon.
The Killscream, Killscream 4 now is going to be. We have 2 golden tickets too, by the way.
Yes.
Don't tell anybody, but we have 2 golden tickets.
Oh, we're not supposed to tell anyone? I've been telling everybody.
And don't tell anyone, you guys.
Uh-oh.
What? Don't tell.
Uh-oh. Even though we've already announced it on the podcast like an episode or 2 ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worst kept secret in the game.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Right.
So,
but check us out on all the fun places. Listen to us. Subscribe to our Patreon.
We love you all.
Spanaway. Yeah, at Spanaway on Instagram. Painting Cave Minis for Chuck. Lowbrow Minis for myself. And then it's going to be the last couple days to buy the Legalized Drugs and Murders for all you degenerate Emperor's Children Fulgrim fans.
Dice Store.
That's going to go to
BigCartel.com, right?
Yeah, dicethrow.bigcartel.com.
Yes.
Check it out, and then we'll have some. We'll have some more fun stuff going up there soon. Just small releases, kind of limited edition stuff, a little bit different than the past. So
quick shout to the Patreons, Jenna, Cody. Sam, Sam's name is now Sam. Convert to Tyler's Cult of Big Oil.
That's awesome.
We have Sean, Holly, Zarin, Greg, Rob, McLeod, Zach, Scott, Keaton, and we got some free people. But if you want to hear, we're gonna put Connor's ad reads up on Patreon first. So if you want to hear Connor's foolish ad reads, first, and actually we'll probably do an exclusive one just for Patreon. So,
I'm down with that. Yeah.
So thank you everybody for listening. We really appreciate it. Thanks for helping us keep the lights on, and we just enjoy talking shit for like an hour a week, and you taking the time out to listen to us. So
yeah, it's always great. That was speaking of Shane earlier, good old guy who won Adepticon. He said he listened and he likes the like goofy vibe of ours. So that's awesome. That's kind of the goal, is just have a fun goofy vibe you can turn into while painting or driving to the game store. So we appreciate that. That seems to be coming through. And thanks again, Shane, for listening.
We need to get Shane on.
We do.
He can come join in the vibes with us, Shane.
Absolutely. Just to hang out with your friends and chat about Kill Team and related nonsense.
And why AdMech is the
we're all. I mean, it's because they're the villain and everything. Like, you can't even stop it.
They literally are. The 2 books that I read that had
every book they're the villain. Even the books about the AdMech, they're the villain.
I mean, literally our starting like intro thing in our 10th edition codex is like the local tech priest kidnapping Cadian like lieutenant and turning her into his servitor. So that was kind of a bummer. That
I mean, like, you guys suck.
We do. Like, I mean, I love how just ruthlessly evil they are.
That's it. Just cut it there. We do.
Well, I mean, because we're ruthlessly evil. It's fun to be just outright evil. But good night.